Hello, this is Austin. He's my boyfriend. He is my interviewee for I'm going to be using the spirit model. He's 30 years old. Okay, so do you have a formal religious affiliation?
I do not.
Why not? What can you describe why not?
Um, I guess my family is just not very religious. My grandmother was Christian, and same with my uncle on my father's side, and just never really caught on, I guess.
I know that we've talked about this before. Is it because it's like too many rules, you feel like, in religious settings?
No, it's not the rules that would deter me from practicing a religion. No,
Do you have a spiritual life that is important to you?
not so much. Just my own, I guess, spirituality and.
Yeah. Can you describe that?
Mm, I guess just the energy and vibrations of the earth and just kind of nature and everything had to come from somewhere and there's something there but nothing as formal as a practiced religion.
Yeah. But I feel like being out in nature does bring you
It
peace and
does.
comfort.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
And listening to music.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Music is very important.
Yeah. Describe the beliefs and practices of your religion that you personally accept. So I guess for you, that would be, it's
uh,
not really religion, it's spirituality with nature.
I suppose, yeah.
Yeah. Um, in what ways is your spirituality meaningful for you?
uh, it's I guess it is a lot to me. um, there's a lot of times where I can just stop and kind of acknowledge what I'm looking at and see the world in a different light. And I guess that would be an extension of that spirituality to bring me some sort of peace and comfort in nature and what's around me.
Do you belong to any religious or spiritual groups or communities?
No, I do not.
How do you, well, you don't practice in these groups or communities. Uh, what types of support and help does or could they provide for you in dealing with health issues? Like if you were to be part of a spiritual community.
I guess it's mostly about peace of mind and thinking or knowing that there's something after death and getting some comfort in that. I think it's kind of all a mental thing. Um, I don't think, physically a religion would really impact your your physical state. I don't think it would help you improve your medical condition or anything, but it
Yeah.
might by making you come to terms with things or making you maybe a little less anxious or depressed or which I know your mental state has a lot to do with your ability to heal and
Yeah, that's true. Um, what specific practices do you carry out as part of your religious and spiritual life? What lifestyle activities or practices do your religion encourage, discourage, or forbid?
I guess for the first question, making a point to just get out and see things and try to ground myself by viewing the world around me and outside areas, but um, no limitations as far as
Religion.
my spirituality
Yeah.
doesn't stop me from doing anything marrying the same sex.
So, to what extent have you followed these guidelines? Like you say, like your spirituality is like getting out in nature and like, you
I,
know,
I suppose it helps me a lot. I find if I'm cooped up inside all day, it
yeah,
really starts to get me down.
yeah,
Um, so I just I don't know. I I always try to just see something new and
Yeah.
go to it. Maybe even take a different route home, driving or whatever it takes to just see something from another perspective because it's easy to get tunnel vision. I think that helps me a lot.
I think it does too. Are there specific elements of medical care that your religion discourages or forbids? No, because
Yeah, not that I know of. Not as of yet.
what about like spirituality?
Mhm.
Would your
Spirituality stop me
from getting medical care, like any specific medical care that you wouldn't do because of your spiritual beliefs?
no, my spiritual beliefs wouldn't be the reason I would decline, you know.
What aspects of your religion or spirituality would you like to keep in mind as I care for you?
Hmm. I guess just everybody's kind of right to, I don't know, just your own kind of sense of personal space. I guess it would be, I don't think it would have much to do with my spirituality, but
Mm,
just people's rights as a person. You wouldn't want
yeah,
to be grabbing them too rough or anything like that. And that's
yeah,
just kind of what I would hope for, just to be respected as a human and not treated like.
yeah. And I feel like for me, like I would want to, because I'm a nurse and you're my boyfriend, I would want to maybe tell you what to do medically if something were to happen. And that would be really hard for me because you have your own medical beliefs that you would want to be respected.
Right, right.
Are there particular aspects of medical care that you wish to forego or have withheld because of your religion or spirituality?
No, no.
But because of your own thinking, there are things that you would want to forego. Like we've
Yeah,
talked about that.
right. But
Yeah.
not
Not because of your
no, yeah,
spirituality.
yeah. There's nothing deeper rooted or no rule system in place to, you know,
Right.
maybe stop me from being cremated or whatever it may be.
Are there religious, spiritual practices or rituals that you would like to have available in the hospital or at home?
Maybe like a park inside the hospital or something.
Yeah.
I've seen some like that that have a nice outside area.
Yeah. I noticed that when I take people outside, it always makes them feel better.
Yeah,
I had a patient a couple weeks ago that he just wanted to go on walks outside. I
yeah,
feel like that's what you would want to
yeah.
if you had to be in the hospital.
Mhm.
Are there religious or spiritual practices that you wish to plan for at the Are there religious or spiritual practices that you wish to plan for at the time of death or following death?
Um, no, I'm pretty open to whatever my family would like to do, and you know, whatever you choose, it's okay. I'd pass on the responsibility. I have no real preference as far as how things would be handled after death, or
Yeah.
we've talked about some of it, but
As we plan for your medical care near the end of life, in what ways will your religion and spirituality influence your decisions?
I guess spirituality, it's just because life is beautiful and nobody wants it to end. So it would impact me to listen to the medical professionals, and in a sense, I don't think there'd be too many things that would. I guess if it was something too invasive, I wouldn't want to continue with it. But as far as like, you know, having to do what you need to do, like in your case, oncology,
Mhm.
like radiation treatment is not friendly whatsoever, but it's what needs to be done.
Right.
So I don't know.
So you kind of turn it over to the medical professionals, and that's
I'm open to recommendations.
well, that is the end of the questions that I have for you. Is there anything that you want to add?
uh, no, I hope it never comes to that, but one day it will, and I don't think it's going to be my spirituality that changes it all for me. I think it's my friends and family and there's some spirituality in that, I guess. Just having a tight knit community and people you love to see and spend your time with, and that's all you can really ask for.
Yeah.
That's enough for me. I don't need a religion to go along with it.
All right. That is the end of our interview. Thank you.
Bye.